Excellent. Checking audio. We're good. We're live. We are back with Construction Business TV Idaho. My name is Tyson. I'm your local video journalist for Construction Business TV Idaho. If you are new on the channel, if this is the first time seeing all this, Construction Business TV is a YouTube-based news channel. We also do Facebook. You could be watching this on Facebook as well, but it's a news resource that is niche. It's dedicated to covering construction-based news. We feel that construction is a very underserved niche in journalism, so we cover the things that you wonder when you see new construction projects going on in the area, and I cover the East Idaho area to be exact. We got 3 excellent stories that we're going to cover today, and we're going to dive into it here soon. We're going to talk about Idaho winning a National Workforce Award for their ICONIC effort. ICONIC is an acronym, and we're going to talk about that when we get there. Pile driving is going to begin in Pocatello this Thursday, and we're going to talk about the INL receiving a grant to increase their infrastructure. So my name is Tyson. Once again, this is Construction Business TV Idaho. First of all, I'm just checking, make sure that we're going live, Facebook and YouTube, and it looks like we're doing good. Before we get into the top stories, we're going to do a construction job lead for you, as we always do, to kick these live streams off. So, Naval Nuclear Laboratory. Naval Nuclear Laboratory, they have an immediate need to fill 3 different positions. All these positions are entry to mid-level experience. They're all local to the Idaho Falls area, and they have a salary range of about $22.50 an hour. We have laborers, riggers, and crane operators. There's going to be more detailed information on all 3 of these positions in the link in the description below this video. Follow that link, you get more information on any of these positions, as well as how to apply for them. All right, let's hit story number 1. Story number 1 is the INL receiving money for increased infrastructure. The INL, the Idaho National Laboratory, is going to receive $150 million for infrastructure improvements to boost nuclear research and development. The department said that the money is part of President Joe Biden's Inflation Reduction Act that includes some $375 billion over a decade to fight climate change. The money will support nearly a dozen projects for the lab's advanced test reactor and materials fuels complex. Okay, that was a short and sweet one. Let's get to story number 2. Before I hit story number 2, I want to put this out. If you see anything that is going on in your area that you would love to see more information on, as far as any construction projects, any development, any road closures, road work that's going on, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below the video, so that I can look into it. If I've already covered it in a past story, I can send you a link to that, or I can do a little bit of digging and include it in a subsequent live stream. I do this every week, usually every Tuesday, sometimes Mondays, but Monday or Tuesday I come out every week with more information on construction projects going on in the East Idaho area. Let's hit story number 2. So pile driving is going to begin this Thursday in Pocatello. Beginning this Thursday morning, crews at the system interchange are going to begin pile driving piers for new bridges. As part of Governor Little's Leading Idaho initiative, the project was fast-tracked, partly due to the aging 1960s bridges due for replacement. The new piers will create a stable foundation to protect the structures of the new bridges. Pile driving uses a hydraulic hammer that forces piers downward through the soil. Unavoidably, the operation creates noise as the hammer falls on the pier. Work for this portion of the project will be conducted during the daytime However, in the next week or two, additional pile driving will be required at Chubbuck Road that will include some nighttime works. We wanted to give you a heads up on that if you're local to the Pocatello area. Motorists should carefully follow signs and posted speed limits while traveling through the construction area. With crews working day and night, and with the onset of winter, it is especially important that drivers be alert and proceed safely through the work area. I would also include that when you're going through the work area, as I always do, if you see these contractors, these construction workers, make sure you give them a big thumbs up. Make sure that they know that you appreciate the hard work, sweat, tears that they are putting into making your community a better, more efficient, safer place to live. Okay, before I get to story number 3, as I do, I'm going to put a plug in for my second playlist on the Construction Business TV YouTube channel. I do this playlist is called the Idaho Falls Auditorium series. For the last, I think, 15 months now, I've been on site for the construction of the Mountain America Event Center, which is rapidly finishing their construction. The facility is nearly complete. Just a few dotting the I's, crossing the T's at the end of this project. It's nearly finished. It's opening at the end of this month. The grand opening is going to be on the 28th. We have one more episode. I just got off the phone actually with Rob Spear. He's the executive director of the Mountain America Auditorium District. He's been spearheading this project for the last, since its groundbreaking and long before that. We're going to be going on site here in, I think, 2 weeks to do the final episode of the Mountain America Auditorium series. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to Construction Business TV on YouTube so that you get notified when that final episode comes up. And we'll also be there for the ribbon cutting and the grand opening as well. Let's hit story number 3. Okay, sorry, I'm starting to see live viewers. Story number 3, going to be a little bit of a longer one, so bear with me, but this is a very important story. I didn't want to cut any edges around this story. Idaho winning a National Workforce Award for the iconic effort. Again, I mentioned earlier, iconic is an acronym. Idaho Workforce Development Program, spearheaded by ITD, which is Idaho Transportation Department's Civil Rights Section, recently won a national award for the effort from the U.S. DOT's Federal Highway Administration. Idaho was one of only 3 states to win the State Transportation Innovation Council, or STIC, award. Idaho's award was the Idaho Career Opportunities Next in Construction training program. So that's what iconic is. Idaho Career Opportunities Next in Construction training program, held in multiple locations in 2022. The award was given October 23rd during the American Association of State Highway Transportation Officials conference in Orlando, Florida. The iconic program was developed to meet a specific need. Idaho is one of the fastest growing states in the country, and it has been for several years. The growth has brought a need to rapidly update and improve infrastructure, but the state faced the challenge of finding qualified labor to perform the work. Specifically, skilled heavy equipment operators, carpenters, truck drivers, and concrete cement masons. So to address this problem, ITD's Office of Civil Rights, in partnership with the Idaho Workforce Development Council, Idaho Associated General Contractors and Idaho Native American Tribes, Baker Technical Institute, College of Eastern Idaho, and local highway construction contractors implemented the iconic program. So a lot of hands were involved in the development of this program. Although the program has been in existence for a few years, the 2022 version was different in that courses were offered in each corner of the state. We had courses in Idaho Falls, Boise, and up north in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Having multiple locations allowed students to stay close to home and their families during this training. The 2022 program also added hands-on training in multiple trades, heavy equipment operating, and concrete cement masonry. So one of the most successful participant locations of 2022 was the iconic program delivered to the residents of Idaho Falls between March 21st and April 22nd. Over 5 weeks and 200 plus hours, students received certifications in OSHA, forklift, hazardous waste operations, emergency response, flagging, and first aid CPR during these in-field sessions. Classroom instruction included reading blueprints, construction applied math, confined spaces, trenching and shoring, securing loads, pre-trip and chain checks, and honing career soft skills. Students removed, formed, poured, and finished a concrete sidewalk at the Blackfoot's rest area in partnership with ITD's District 5 and District 6 staff. Students replaced old, cracked, damaged concrete to create a sidewalk that is now level and free of obstructions for the traveling public accessing the restroom facilities in that area. Students also learned how to operate loaders, bulldozers, excavators, and skid steers, utilizing simulators and getting behind the wheel in a land lab. Students networked with contractors on multiple occasions and had the opportunity to demonstrate their skills during Contractor Day. Many students have found employment this way and still work for the contractor to this day. 15 students graduated from this program in 2022. In the past, female participants have been around 10 to 15%, and minority participants hovered around 20%. During this installment of the program, 40% of those who participated were female and 60% were minorities. 11 of the 15 graduated students were employed in the highway construction industry within 30 days of graduation. More than half of the students have applied to the Idaho Launch Program through the Idaho Workforce Development Council for funding to complete their commercial driver's licenses during winter shutdown period this coming fall and winter. So the future of the iconic program includes continuing to build partnerships, seek funding, and grow the program to focus on additional trades within the construction industry and lead the way in equity, safety, mobility, and economic opportunity. So you can find more information on this program in the link that I got all this information from in the description below this video. And let's see. There we go. Closing shot. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Construction Business TV Idaho. I hope you guys found this information valuable. If you find value in the information that I provide for you every week, make sure you hit the like button below this video. More importantly, and more appreciatively, make sure you subscribe to Construction Business TV on YouTube. Hit the like button on Facebook. You can follow our channel on Facebook. If you have, as I said before, if you have any questions on construction projects that are going on in the East Idaho area, leave those comments below. And if you or anybody you know owns or operates a construction-based business who would like to be showcased on Construction Business TV, a huge part of what we do is we want to give contractors the recognition and the appreciation that they deserve. So we would love the opportunity to interview and showcase them, give them a chance to talk a little bit about what it is they love about what they do. Thank you guys so much for your time, and thank you so much for your support. You guys drive safe.